The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of Worldwide Digital Broadcasting Corporation.
Y'all ready for this?
Ooh, yeah. We are back, and it is Monday, May 29th, Memorial Day. And we're here at an early time slot because we, too, want to enjoy barbecue and
That's right.
hanging out with friends and loved ones. But it also means it's time for another installment of Southern Nevada Sports News coming to you from Worldwide
Digital broadcasting.
Digital Broadcasting
TV.
TV.com. I knew I would love it. Oh, thank you so much. If you haven't figured out, my partner, Jeff Belknap, is here. I am Bill Miller. And you are, once again?
Jeff Belknap.
Yes. And we are co-hosts of Southern Nevada Sports News. And before we go any further, just like to say to the servicemen and women out there, the veterans who have served this great country of ours, thank you. It is a debt we can truly never repay.
Yes.
And it's always great to to talk about maybe having some friends over and great barbecue or grilling or whatever you're going to do. And it's a day off for many of us from our day jobs. Hopefully, most of us. I'm sorry, I didn't want to rub that in. But let's never forget why we celebrate Memorial Day as well as Veterans Day in this country.
Absolutely.
So again, thank you. From my heart.
Yeah, coming from a military family,
Mm-hmm.
my grandfather and grandfather on both sides of the family served in the military. I backed out. I remember going to the recruitment thing, and they said it was during the Iraq War,
Okay.
and or there would have been Kuwait. I guess it would have been back
The
then.
Kuwait, yeah.
So basically, I asked them. I said, "What's the percentage if I sign up of me going to war?" And they said, "Probably about 95%." And I was like, I'm take my chances. I'm gonna play some ball and
See if
see
we can
if I can do something.
play this
else with
thing
my
out a
life.
little bit.
Go to
Yeah.
college. Yeah. So I do take my hat off to them. My dad, thanks for service, and my grandpa's passed last year, but yeah.
Yeah, I have two uncles. Both unfortunately passed away, but not in combat. But both served our country. My Uncle Dave in the Navy and my Uncle Jerry in the Army. Both served. My Uncle Dave served 3 tours in Vietnam
Wow.
in the Navy, and my Uncle Jerry served 2 tours in the Army in Vietnam. And but yeah, they both had very different experiences.
Right.
But hats off again to all our veterans.
Absolutely.
So it's we are going to have a couple of guests on. They'll be
Yes.
calling in. One is a young man, Cardell Thomas, out of Louisiana,
Yes.
who is already committed to LSU, and he is a sophomore in high school in Louisiana.
Right.
This young man is offensive lineman and already gotten the attention of a lot of SEC schools, but he has said that he is going to LSU. He's not going far from home.
Yeah. Well, not only SEC schools, but a lot of people.
Yeah, and he's got some YouTube clips and some videos. So if you look this young man up, Cardell with a K, Thomas, you can see some unbelievable play from this young man.
Absolutely.
As well, this is an offensive lineman, mind you,
Yep.
who ran track in a 4x400 for his high school. So yeah, I'm not making that
Well,
up.
I just pulled up a article, and the title of the article is 5-star LSU offensive lineman commit Cardell Thomas throws down dunk.
And dunking. Yeah, well, I'm not sure that there's anything this young man can't do.
Right.
Yeah, but he's going to be joining us, and then later on we're going to have a returning guest who'll be calling in, and that's Edward Rosario of Massage Band Therapy.
Yep.
And they were on the show about, I think it was about a month ago.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, and this is a very unique, therapy that they work with, training table stuff, using bands for different muscle groups.
Right.
And basic
Interactive massage.
because you too have to participate. It's not just you lying there and
Right.
with headphones on, zoning out, and
Right.
telling you when you're
Slobbering.
done. So, yeah, none of that. You actually have to participate in, and it's a very growing concern. They're going to be joining us as well. With regard to the sports, this is very unique time of year. We now know who the protagonists. Well, we've known who the protagonists are for the NBA
for months,
for the finals, pretty much, and then we also now know who the finals are for the NHL.
Right.
Once again, the Pittsburgh Penguins just know how to get there. A double overtime win against
big.
Ottawa.
The Senators did not give up in that game.
Didn't, but once again, the
close.
Senators are still 0 for whatever in game sevens.
Yeah.
And pity because they had a really good season. But we are now going to be with Nashville, and as Game 1 is tonight,
Yes.
against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now the NBA, however, has opted not to start until this Thursday. So forget Sunday when there was really nothing on. Forget Monday, which is Memorial Day. Let's start on Thursday.
Yeah. Well, do you think that they expected these series to go longer instead of these sweeps? I think that might have had a little bit to do with it.
At the same time, it's like you really come on. Give me a break.
I think they scheduled the playoffs way prior, so they were expecting the last series to go 6-7 games, and if that would have been the case on both sides, then it would have just been a couple of days off.
Yeah,
because they both ended in 4 and 5 games, they obviously had to sit out some time.
Yeah. Why?
Maybe it was arena usage. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they had his graduations, and which was more important than the NBA finals.
Yeah, well, Columbus certainly wouldn't be playing in Cleveland,
right?
Since that's the only thing that's going on right now. That part of the country. I mean, the baseball team certainly isn't using the arena.
Yep.
And in Oakland, I don't see anybody, running in and out of there. I think, again, the NBA is making this literally the longest season of any sport.
Yep.
And driving away viewers and fans, to me, by the boatload.
Yep.
I mean, these guys are used to playing 3 games a week, and then come, playoffs. Then suddenly it's like, oh, no, we can't have this. We got to just keep dragging this damn thing on.
Yeah.
I have lost so much interest in the NBA. I'm sorry. I mean, I just really have. And since baseball is on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the hockey being, either you're a hockey fan or you're not, but this series is going to be a lot better than people think.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for people that don't watch hockey, they're just going to be like, oh, it's just hockey. This is going to be probably the most interesting season or series that I've seen in a while. Nashville's not a bad team. They knocked off the number 1 seed in the West by Chicago. And then obviously Pittsburgh knocked off the number 1 team in the league.
Yeah.
So, you're talking about 2 teams that can play some puck. So this is going to be really interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, I really look at that unbelievable trade that Montreal made, sending PK Subban to Nashville.
Yep.
And who arguably was really the face of that franchise.
Exactly.
And of course, Montreal going out in the first round.
Right.
And now you have Nashville in the finals.
Oh,
you got to believe that fans in Montreal are just like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
But apparently there is some late-breaking news that Tiger Woods was arrested on a DUI charge in Florida.
What a shame.
Yeah. I mean, this is really too bad. I mean, my goodness. You have to first of all wonder, there's 2 sides to every story, but I'm sorry, if I can afford an Uber.
A driver.
No.
I mean, how many millions?
A driver, a limo, somebody just to drive me around. I know he can.
Well, it says that he's rehabbing from back surgery. Is it possible it was medication, not a?
Well, if it's driving under the influence, it could very well be that maybe it was pills or anything like that. But still, just a shame to hear. Other than that, there's obviously baseball is now in the second month in full swing.
Yeah.
And it's still, I mean, come on. Obviously, there's still. I can't believe somebody on ESPN was talking about if the playoffs started tomorrow. I almost,
But this is
I
baseball,
was like,
so
wait a
worry.
minute, what?
We still have 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, we got a few months to the All-Star break.
Well, I did see a report just a couple of days ago that the Tigers reported that if they're under 500 in June, at the end of June, that they're going to start unloading their vets. Which I just figure if you're going to make that comment, why don't you just unload them now?
What's the point? Yeah, well, why wait?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, the Dodgers did very well over the Cubs over the weekend. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I think the Cubs might be a bit of a surprise. Maybe just a hangover from the World Series or whatever. Again, baseball is a beautiful, long season.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot to go. Haven't had a chance to get back to the 51s locally here. But, I think they're actually coming back into town this week.
This week they're in town, right?
Yeah.
They're playing the Chihuahuas.
Yeah. I love that. I love that name. And if you're really looking for a great deal to bring the family, enjoy some really good baseball, every seat is a great seat. Las Vegas 51s you can't beat.
Actually, I think Matt's pitched yesterday.
Did he?
He's in a rehab from the Mets.
From the Mets, yeah.
So he's going to be pitching for, I think they said 3 outings they're expecting. But he might have pitched and got the win yesterday. He did not get the win, but they did win. 2 in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah.
But I will be seeing your Dodgers on Thursday. I was going to tell you that today.
Are you really?
So I'm going to St. Louis to visit some family, which is going to be great.
Oh, my goodness.
And I looked at their schedule. The only game that I could actually make is like a 1 o'clock, 12:45 game.
Yeah. Businessman
against the
special.
Dodger.
Yeah. They used to
Which
call
is
those.
Be great. I cannot wait.
They used to call those in LA the businessman special.
Yep.
It was just a play hooky day for businessmen.
They do them in Dodgers on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
They have the matinee games on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Half price everything.
Yeah, Busch Stadium is another one of those stadiums that's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
To go and visit in St. Louis.
Whoa.
And yeah, I think that we've got on the line our guest.
I think Cardell's on the line.
So that's basically kind of a wrap up. So we're going to change paces here, and as I said before, we are fortunate. I believe he's on the line as a young man, Cardell Thomas. Cardell, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. How you doing, young man?
I'm doing good.
All right. So you enjoying your Memorial Day so far?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. You got anything planned? Your family throw something on the grill?
Oh, yes, sir. When my dad get home, he could probably gonna start grilling, and my mother gonna come in here and do what she does.
Oh, nice.
All right.
What is that exactly? Please tell us. What's Mom's specialty? We really want to know that.
Probably potato salad, pork and beans. Just the stuff that
Mac and cheese. Come on, tell me some mac and cheese. She's got the mac and cheese going down too, or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I was just checking, man.
All right.
I was checking.
Well, young man, we actually wanted to have you on a few weeks ago, but no worries. We are glad to have you on today. So, first of all, tell us what high school that you're currently prepping at.
I currently go to Southern Lab High School, Southern University Laboratory School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Baton Rouge, okay. So you're right there in LSU's backyard, and you've already committed to LSU.
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me, first of all, we've been seeing some of your clips, on the field. We've been seeing your clips running track and dunking. So let's get these things out of the way before we really get into the football. You were running in 4x400?
Yes, sir. 4x1, yes, sir.
And why don't you share with people what's your current height and weight, if you want to? What's your current height?
Right now I'm 6'4.5", and I'm 350.
Okay, and you were running as part of the 4x400, and we saw you. You got wheels.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So clearly, you have no problem, pulling and getting out in front of your running back.
Right.
Yeah, with your speed, you might, he might have to very well be waiting on him.
Sir?
He's saying if you're out in front of the running back, that he might have trouble catching up.
Oh, yes, sir.
So, who is your head coach at your high school?
Marcus Aranda.
Okay.
He actually played quarterback for LSU.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, was he influential in you making that decision to be a Tiger?
Oh no, sir. The decision was mostly me because at the time when I committed, I was like 15.
Wow.
And I wanted to I went to the camp the summer before I committed, and that's when they first started recruiting me. And then once I came back, I just felt like that's what I wanted to be, so I committed.
All right. Now, was it before Ed Ogeron became the head coach?
Oh, yes, sir. It was before Coach O.
Okay, so it was
He
when
was
Les
actually the one
Miles
who
was
recruiting
coaching.
me, though. Him, Coach Grimes. Coach Miles dipped in it too, but it was mostly him and Coach Grimes and Coach Cam.
Okay,
So I was mostly talking to them guys.
all right, all right. And so so you're all set, to head over there. Well, it certainly won't be a long commute for you, and clearly
Sir?
your family will be able to catch every home game.
Oh, yes, sir.
So, have you given some thought about? I know it's awfully early, and we're not putting any pressure on you, but have you given some thought about your major at LSU?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm going to do business management and journalism.
And that's what I'm talking
that's
about.
great.
There you
I
go.
like it.
Yeah, business management you could take anywhere in any direction,
Absolutely.
and so it's journalism. So, okay, so what's your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is really to graduate in 3 years and then enter the draft.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. I like that, young man. I really do.
So you're in a college prep high school. I mean, do they have you
Yes,
all?
sir.
They have you all set up with a, like a detailed
mean,
plan.
I would say yes and no, but this year, we just got in to where they're gonna let us graduate early. So a couple of years, it wasn't really prepping us, but now since we got new principals that's coming and doing the right thing, they're prepping us better now. So
Nice. So you'll be able to actually literally start some college courses before you get to LSU.
sir,
You'll be able to start some college courses before you get to LSU.
I can't hear you.
Will you be able to start some courses as far as your just the core classes that you need before you start?
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a big. I mean, that'll help you get graduated early if you could do that.
Yeah, you'll just roll right in there and then just sit down
Right.
and just say, "Hey, look, I've been there already." So,
There you go.
that is fantastic. So tell us, clearly you can dunk, and
yes, sir.
yeah. So have you? Did you play some hoops?
I took this year off because due to all the camps and everything, and basketball season was really going to interfere with that, so I just took off this year. But I'm gonna be back next year.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, I tell you, man. I mean that's kind of frightening. I know I would not take a charge from you. I can honestly say that. So
that's true.
yeah. So if I see you chugging and you're coming, and you got that look in your eye, and yeah, I'm just gonna have to, just run alongside you or something, just. I mean, that's seriously it. Has LSU invited you down to some games yet?
Oh yes, sir. I go to mostly all the home games. I might take my aunties or just people in my family. Show them what they're going to be around for the next couple of years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know that's always one of the excitement about being recruited by any college, but especially a big time Division I SEC powerhouse. I mean, that's got to be exciting. I mean, I watch those home games, and. Down there, and it just looks like it is just absolutely mind-boggling.
It is. My first game, I couldn't believe it. It was just because my first game was when the same year I committed, so it was just everything was kind of new to me.
Yeah.
So it was just dang, this is the school I'm going to.
Well, I mean, it's got to be exciting, because you only get this opportunity really once.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And my cousin, he just graduated, and he's going to Howard University in Washington D.C.
Okay.
Play football, and and he enjoyed the trip out there. And as soon as he went out there, with his mom, did the tour, and spoke with the players, the dean of his major. He also wants to go into business as well. By the time he got back, he'd already made a decision. So I mean, it was, that's where he wanted to go. So he takes off in June, and I just really
Opening
envy
against
him.
UNLV.
And yes,
Yeah.
their opening game is here in Las Vegas against UNLV.
That's so great.
Really?
Yeah, September 2nd. So we're planning a family reunion around that now, so that we can be here.
Okay.
Everybody can be here. The tailgate, because they live in Kansas City, and so yeah, we're yeah. I mean, so I can only imagine, how proud your parents are, and how they're looking
yes,
forward
sir.
to you coming out of that tunnel, And yeah,
I'm looking
Right.
forward to it.
Me too.
I just been watching, man. I'm like, I can't wait to see this kid play some college ball.
we're watching you at the Army National Combine, and just watching you just take these guys down and out. Your footwork, man, you are something.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you, man. So listen, if between now and then, you're going into your junior year.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so, are you, are you looking forward to like your prom? I mean, and things like that. And
Oh, yes, I'm going to prom this year, but I might go my 12th grade. It's depending on, how it goes if I enroll early. Well, when I enroll early.
right, yeah. So because it could very well be your last prom.
Yeah, it could
Right.
be, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to take advantage of all of them now. I mean, that's ultimately what that means.
So you obviously are only playing football this year. When did you actually start playing? How old were you when you first started playing?
Well, I started at 3, and I actually was a running back when I started at 3. But then, really, I was a running back. But then my father, he took me out and then brought me back that next year because he felt I was too young. So I probably played about, I'd say 3 games, and he just took me out and brought me back. And that following year, then ever since, I just been playing from there. So really, 3 and 4.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. Yeah. Your whole life.
Right.
Yes, sir. Basically.
Yeah,
much,
you've been playing football almost as long as you've been alive.
That was flag football.
Oh no, sir. Contact.
It was
I
contact.
didn't even know they made helmets
Yeah,
for 3-year-olds.
I can just see you guys. It's usually just wherever the ball goes, all the kids go at that age.
Right.
So and the coaches are going left. No, right,
And they're watching the flowers.
And
grow
if they
stuff.
remember which is left or right, but it's like follow the ball. Yeah, and but yeah, so it's 3 since you were 3 years old.
That's
My
awesome.
goodness.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because I have an 8-year-old and he keeps telling me he wants to play, but he won't make the commitment. We went out to practices. I've shown hey, this equipment, everything. Then he backs out at that point. And the funny thing is he's really one of the fastest kids on his track team.
Yes.
He just ran last week and finished 3rd in the city.
Right.
So it's like, I'm trying to tell him like, hey man, you ready or what are you gonna do? And he's just not ready to pull the trigger. So. I was one that wasn't forced into playing sports. I love playing sports. I really don't want to force it upon him, but there might be a point where I might have to pull the executive order on him. So on your team, do you got some other guys that are in the spotlight? On the team you play for now?
Well, yes, sir. We got Damone Clark. Damone's a 4-star. Damone's ranked, I think he's number 27 in the nation. He's about to commit to the U.S. Army game. We got Tarion Davis. He's in my class. He's he's like number 20-something in the nation. And that's really it. Oh, Cedric Banks. He's a 3-star. We got a lot of talent.
Nice. So do you guys play out of state, out of Louisiana at all? Or is it just mostly?
Oh, yes, sir. We play IMG for the last 2 years.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
That's good. So you got people in Texas looking at you, too. I mean, how did that happen?
Oh, well, it really started at the Army Combine because they just happened to be there and they videoed me doing my reps. And then they ended up calling, and then we just took the trip, and then I liked it. So we're probably going to, when I do my top 5, they're probably going to be in there.
Nice. But you're sticking with LSU on that born and bred squad?
Sorry?
Are you sticking to LSU?
Am I sticking to LSU?
100%. This article says 5-star. I'm 100% LSU.
Oh, yes, sir. I did say that. But, I just still want to check some things. I'm 100%, but I still want to check some things
of course
out.
you have to.
Absolutely.
I mean, those are free trips.
Hey, listen, I think to just see, some of these other schools, enjoy the experience.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just enjoy the experience. Take one at a time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're only going to get this opportunity once. I hope you really enjoy the experience more than anything.
Well, that Dorian Thomas Robinson, he obviously toured a lot of schools.
Yeah.
He was in Michigan. I was very excited that he was going to pick Michigan. And then he went to your squad, UCLA.
Yes.
You guys are breaking up. I can't really hear you.
Oh, no. But, yeah, that was a tough. We were just talking about Dorian Thomas Robinson, who's a was a top 5-star quarterback here at Bishop Gorman, who decided to go to UCLA. And one of his top schools was Michigan. It was basically between Michigan and UCLA, and he took UCLA, which is a heartbreaker for me and good for my partner here, Bill, who's a UCLA fan. We'd love to have you on Michigan, man, if you change your mind. You know, we do put guys in the NFL on Michigan linemen.
Yeah, have you ever been to California?
I don't know, sir.
Okay.
There you have it.
Well, have any California schools been knocking on your door, sending you letters?
Oh yes, sir. USC calls.
Oh man.
I'm supposed to be flying out there to UCLA, but
there you go.
It's all about timing.
Well, yeah. I agree. Well, listen, the weather's wonderful, great campus, beautiful location. You can't beat it. Beach isn't far. I mean, need I say more? I'm trying to sell you here, young man.
I'll tell you like this. Definitely go to UCLA. I mean, it's a beautiful spot. I mean, if nothing else, man, just to see everything that they got going there in the beach. I mean, that's just it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a wonderful campus, but young man, listen, we want to wish you the very best of luck.
Absolutely.
We will continue to obviously watch your progress and keep seeing these YouTube videos. I mean, they're absolutely amazing, and more than anything, you and your family, we wish you the best of luck, but also enjoy the experience, young man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. You have a great day now.
Yes, sir. You guys have a great day too.
All righty.
All right.
That was Cardell Thomas, 5-star athlete out of Louisiana, getting ready to go into his junior year. He's already at a college preparatory school, and he's, as he says, 100% LSU, but he's certainly open to some travel and checking out some other schools, and I just wish him the very best. But this is a 6'5", 350-pound offensive lineman who's dunking and also running in a 4x400 track. For his school, he's a business major, wants to go into journalism as well.
That alone I love.
Yeah,
because I think that when you get to a level where a lot of these guys will make it to the make it to the level where they're start making some dollars, making some NFL money, but then when they fall out, they don't have anything to do with it.
No plan.
So somebody that has a business management degree or some kind of economics, finance, or whatever it is, can actually take that and actually do something with it.
Yeah, and for 15, they already kind of know what you're focused on and where you want to go. And again, since he's already going to a college preparatory school, sounds like he's also going to be graduating early. And he wants to graduate in 3 years once he gets to LSU, or whatever college he is fortunate enough to get this young man. He wants to graduate in 3 years so that he can, make that move to the NFL. But he's already looking beyond that. So, I mean, I wish we would hear this more often from these young men.
That's great to hear.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to switch gears, and we're going to speak with Edward Rosario of Massage Band Therapy, previous guest, and we'd like to update and find out what's going on with them. Southern Nevada Sports News. We'll be right back.
My name is Janine Evans, and I am the office manager at Getting Legal, and we help people get their medical marijuana cards. Anyone can be approved for a medical marijuana card as long as they have a pre-existing medical condition. The medical conditions recognized in Nevada include severe pain, severe nausea, muscle spasms, seizures, glaucoma, cancer, HIV or AIDS, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Our staff helps every patient determine before they come in for a visit whether or not they will qualify. We take care of the whole process of getting a medical marijuana card from the state of Nevada from start to finish. Our services include paperwork processing, a physician's visit, notary services. All of our patients pick up their approval letters right here in our office. We make it fast, simple, and easy. During your consultation, we will discuss different products available at the dispensaries, such as edibles, lotions, and concentrates. We will also discuss different ways to medicate, such as smoking or vaporizing. You will receive a separate identification card identifying you as a medical marijuana patient. This is used to enter the dispensaries and only to enter the dispensaries. Every veteran receives a discount off of the full price of their card. We also offer discounts to anyone working within the medical marijuana industry. All you need to do is call 702-979-9999 and a member of our friendly staff will help you schedule an appointment.
Southern Nevada Sports News coming to you from WorldwideDigitalBroadcastingTV.com. My name is Bill Miller along with
Jeff Belknap.
And we are fortunate to be joined by a previous guest, Edward Rosario of Massage Band Therapy. Edward, are you there? Hello?
Edward.
Are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
Eddie.
All right, we're going to...
Hello?
There he is. Eddie, are you there?
Good morning. How are you guys?
Hey,
good,
pretty
man.
good, man. How about you?
I'm good, man. Just getting into the office right now.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well,
client, but
you're a working
everybody
man.
doing?
You're a working man. Love it.
I thought it sounded like you were at the club, but yeah.
Well, listen, man. Thank you so much for taking the time this morning to be back
Yes,
on Southern Nevada
Happy
Sports
Memorial
News.
Day to everybody, all the veterans out there. Thank you for all your service.
Amen, man. You know, we can never thank them enough. You know, so I see you're working on a Monday, on Memorial Day. You know, more power to you, man.
Yeah.
So,
As you guys as well.
yeah, and before we break out.
Right.
Yeah, we changed the show to the morning on purpose, so it was strategic.
Well, great strategy.
So what's been going on with the Massage Band? Fill us in. We had you on the show obviously a little while ago, and we just wanted to touch base with you and see what some new stuff you got going on. So what's going on?
Yeah, so some great moves recently. In the past couple months, we've made a lot of stride with some NFL football players that actually got drafted this year.
Excellent.
Juju Smith. He was one of our clients. He got drafted to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Adoree from USC got drafted in the first round to Tennessee Titans. So we were working with them prior to the draft, and it was a great experience. We've been working with Dominic Brazil, as I mentioned to you guys last time we were there.
The boxer,
we're
yeah.
Still working with him. He's trying to get another title contention, and see how that goes. But the biggest thing that has changed, or not so much changed, but has opened up a lot of doors for us, is that we are going to be training personal fitness trainers at ATI in Las Vegas, Nevada, on June 22nd through the 26th. So that's a big deal for us. We're going to have Massage Band trained personal fitness trainers out in Las Vegas, Nevada. So we're really, really excited about that.
Well,
Nice.
Congratulations, man. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you need
Thank
some
you, thank
models
you.
by chance to come and work out on?
Say again?
Do you need some models to come work out on? I'll volunteer. to
Oh,
come
you know
out.
we do. Of course we do.
I like it. I'll be there.
Okay, so you're coming in.
Indeed.
I'm just kind of like, looking at the calendar here. So you're coming in from the 21st to the 26th.
The 22nd, we're going to be going to the actual school just to, present one more time. And then from the 23rd to the 26th, that'll be our training regimen.
Okay.
So this is an institute. So that basically, this is somebody that's actually teaching massage to others.
Actually, it's not. What it is, ATI is it's an institute that has, for example, personal fitness training. They have other programs that are there. And what we did is we did a presentation for the class, the personal fitness training, with the director, and we did a huge presentation. They fell in love. They can see the benefits for them, and we've been working with them closely, and now they've given us the opportunity to start actually training. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be showcasing how you don't have to be a massage therapist in order to do it. If you are, that's fantastic. Our goal is for people that actually have the knowledge of anatomy, exercise, so on and so forth, I can go ahead and train you guys and train anybody to do this, but just under a certain type of protocol. You have to you have to have some sort of licensure. You have to understand anatomy. You have to have insurance, all that good stuff. So it's not just for massage therapists. It's for chiropractors. It's for physical therapists. And now we're jumping into the realm of personal fitness training.
Nice. Okay, so this is basically a physical therapy location you're working out of, ATI.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I gotcha. Nice. So is this open to the public? Can anyone go check this out, these therapy sessions? How do you, or is it only like invite only?
What we're going to do right now is invite only, only because we want to make sure that the school is obviously, on board with, open lessons. But right now it's kind of exclusive for ATI because we've been working with them closely. But, eventually what we want to do is maybe in the next year or two is actually open up a massage band facility in Las Vegas where we can have that. Again, like I mentioned to you guys when we had the interview face-to-face, is, changing the perspective of massage in general. These men and women are not going to be nude. Men come in, their shorts and, no shirt on, and women come with sports bras and shorts or whatever it is that they want to get focused on for that 30 or 50-minute session. So eventually it will be open to the public because there is no nudity. And I think that's going to change a lot. So people get more familiar with their therapist, but also familiar that, wow, massage doesn't have to be in the nude in order to feel results or feel comfortable or not feel comfortable, so to speak.
Well, I think it's more, the fact that it dedicates to what the problem is. And, a lot of times when you go get a massage, they just give you a massage. They're not concentrating on a particular place. Right. Where this seems like to be more like, hey, what hurts? Okay, let's get to the bottom of like why that hurts. And,
right.
That
yeah,
to me is a lot more
right. I mean, that's our we did a huge. It was actually a pretty amazing event in Thousand Oaks, California. I presented in front of 14 chiropractic doctors, and I'm not going to lie. Like I told my wife, I was pretty nervous. To stand there in front of doctors that have so much knowledge and so much experience, coming in there as just a massage therapist, and back in the day, massage therapists were kind of like, oh, okay, well, you do all that foo-foo stuff, you do all the relaxation stuff, and
right.
Now that I've dove into it for the past 11 years now, the goal, amongst other goals, is to change that perspective. So when I did this presentation in front of these doctors, it just opened up a whole nother chapter because now they can understand and see that this isn't just massage. 9 out of 10 people think this is physical therapy. And unfortunately, for myself, I can't say that I am doing physical therapy, but as I tell clients all the time, and I tell these doctors, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. It works. The method and the table, the technique, it works. So that was a huge deal.
Well, I think it'd be a good business to come to Las Vegas, considering the amount of athletes that either reside here or maybe retire here, but more than anything else that are involved in other athletics. I mean, I hear about it all the time.
Oh yeah, the amount of athletes. I mean, we've done a handful of UFC fighters and some of the Bellator fighters as well that are training out in Las Vegas too. So we're just as a company that we've we broke our year mark on April 30th out here in California. And it was, it's a big deal, being that there's a lot of massage facilities in the world, good, bad, and ugly, as we mentioned before. The biggest thing is just to have people understand that, being interactive during your session allows you to understand your body a lot more, and it builds that client-therapist relationship, which I think I mentioned last time. One of the doctors in Thousand Oaks said, what makes you different? And I said, well, I actually care. And, they laughed, and they understood what I meant by that, and that's why they laughed. So you have to really care about people when they get on your table because it's an intimate type of thing. You're open. There's a lot of things that are going to happen, that are going to either be painful or eye-opening. So with Massage Band, this allows all of that to happen in a very, very comfortable environment.
It's beautiful. Too bad you weren't coming the week before on June 17th, because that's the Tough Enough Pack the Mac Where that's
Oh, I know. I saw that. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but my son's birthday weekend. He'll be 8 that weekend. So.
Well, when you're in town, let's get you together with Jeff Meyer. He's a really good guy. We know him personally. He runs that.
Oh, that'd be great.
And that might be a good hookup partnership with you guys.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, the other thing that's been going on now is, we're really trying to, kind of sit down in front of chiropractors. Like I mentioned at the Thousand Oaks event, all these chiropractors in Thousand Oaks were just like, we want this table. And the biggest thing is that now we got endorsed by 2 other doctors that are pretty well known in the community. One of the doctors is Dr. Mullen. I've known her about 8-9 years, and her husband name is Dr. Brenner, and they're out of Carmel, California. And when I did this event, they had no clue about my table, and so I kind of went in there, guns drawn, but I didn't know if I had enough bullets to shoot because I wasn't sure if they were going to understand this table.
Right.
And after that event, they basically, told me that we'll endorse it. It works, and that's why right now we're trying to get in front of chiropractors to have them understand that it's not just the massage mindset, it's not just the physical therapy aspect, but most of these doctors want to know, well, if I use your table, how can I make money? And I actually have that ingredient now because of these 2 doctors that have endorsed it. So, if there's any chiropractors that are out there listening, reach out to me, reach out to Massage Band. I really want to sit down with you guys because I have something that will change the whole entire game about massage and physical therapy. So
nice. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
So what's the next step?
Well, next step will definitely be June 22nd. Getting these 6 personal fitness trainers trained and certified. And then we're actually headed out to Canada in August. So we're going to be presenting in front of over, maybe 10, 20,000 people in Toronto, Canada. They have one of the biggest conventions and expos out there. So that's going to be a huge step for Massage Band because we're going to go international. And we'll see where it goes from there.
Great. So how people can get in touch with you by your website?
Say that one more time?
The ways that people can get in contact with you?
Yeah, so you can reach us on Instagram under Massage Band Inc., Facebook, Massage Band, our email, massagebandinc @gmail.com. We are, we have our website, massagebandinc.com as well. So, with you guys, giving us the opportunity to speak, on the radio, we really, really, really appreciate it. And hopefully, people that are listening, massage therapists, physical therapists, chiropractors, whomever it is that wants to see or experience what this is, feel free to email us, text us, call us, whatever it is. We're on a mission to change the perspective of massage and really, really want to change the game. So we just wanted to say thank you to you guys as well.
Hey, thank you, Eddie. We really appreciate you taking the time this morning, and more importantly, we really believe in what you're doing, man.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it. We really, really do. Hopefully, we can get you guys on the table sooner than later.
Oh, I'm coming, dude. You're gonna have to get me off the table, not on the table.
Right.
We're believers.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks, Eddie. We appreciate the call.
We appreciate it. Thank you very mumuch. Happy Memorial Day, and have a great rest of your week.
All right, man. Take care now.
You guys.
Eddie Rosario of Massage Band Inc. And they are really expanding rapidly.
That's awesome, man. I can't
wait. And this is a whole different take on massage therapy. Go to their website, massagebandinc.com. They are drawing a lot of attention, as he mentioned. They'll be here in June. Be training some of the ATI personnel, on their therapy, and heading to Canada in August to spread the gospel.
It's awesome.
They're just celebrated their 1-year anniversary, and we had these guys on. I guess maybe it was a little over a month ago, and they happened to be in town, this is, I could honestly see them expanding here.
I think it's a no-brainer.
It's almost a natural.
With everything that's going on here and the fights and the MMA and everything that's got.
And plus you have 32 high schools in a relatively compact area here. Very serious athletic competition at the high school level in Southern Nevada.
You're talking about some of the best. You you go to Philippi Institute, they have some of the best programs actually for athletes.
Yeah,
You know, here at PSI and so on and so on.
And of course, our great friend of the from the Vegas Lions Day and of Southern Nevada football, Dr. Robert Donatelli, Dr. Bobby D, as he's known. He's in the sports medicine, and Dr. Rhonda Bacheron, orthopedic surgeon, also a great friend of the show and of the Vegas Lions football team.
You got Coach Max, who's got his own. Just open a gym downtown.
Yeah.
Right off of Main Street.
And so, this is, and again, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you do have a large concentration of young athletes here. This is obviously ground central for the UFC.
Absolutely.
And
they just opened a new building last week. You saw that?
Tough enough. And, of course, we've got an NHL franchise coming here very soon.
And NFL.
And NFL. Yeah, so I'm not surprised that Las Vegas is
it's a great
target
idea.
for so many. Absolutely.
Well, Juju Smith, that's USC guy.
Right.
Both these guys are talking about the USC guys. Both these guys are going to make huge impact in the NFL. Like
they
instant impact.
Yeah.
You're talking about somebody, going to the Pittsburgh Steelers who are loaded up in this draft. And, if you can get Big Ben to have another good year, man, just look out for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it might be Big Ben's last year.
Yep.
He was actually considering in the offseason retirement. And I didn't think that he was actually, going to pull the trigger on it. But I would, if I were the Steelers, obviously I would be, considering.
No, you got to groom somebody.
Yeah, and but they did very well in the draft.
Yep.
And it's hard to believe that we're still in May, but mini camp started this past week, and it's not that far off.
Oh no, I saw the other day 96 days.
Yeah.
96 days to college football.
Yeah.
And then I think it's just a week after that, but. You got the Hall of Fame games in July.
Yeah.
The end of July. So
and
we're not too far away from them.
So that means they're heading to camp.
Yep.
And and it's preseason football, which is always exciting. Yeah. And of course, it's with some teams that are either recently moved or are going to be moving. That's always going to be that huge specter in the NFL this year. This is a great time of year, obviously.
Okay, so since we have both finals coming up,
Yep.
NHL and NBA, do you want to give some predictions?
Sure. Where do you want to start?
Let's go with the NHL first.
Yeah, especially since they play.
As much as I believe that the Pittsburgh is going to do it, I really would like to see Nashville pull this out.
I'd like to see Nashville win.
Yep.
And only because they've never won.
Right.
But I do believe that Pittsburgh ultimately is going to figure out a way to win.
I'm going to take Nashville. I actually already have Nashville. I actually bet them 7-1 back when they beat Chicago, because I was like, as soon as they beat them, I was like, what are the odds in these guys? So I went and checked it out.
Yeah.
I might, if it gets a couple games in, maybe hedge a little bit to make sure that I cash my ticket. In a sense. But I still believe that they can win. They lost one of their top skaters, but overall, that's who I'm rooting for. I'd really like to see Nashville do it.
Yeah.
So, which my wife's not going to be happy because she's a Pittsburgh fan, but So the NBA. What do you think? Did you see the opening line, by the way?
No.
Okay. So opening line is the Warriors minus 270, which basically means you have to bet 270 to win 100. Or you could bet Cleveland plus 230, which means you bet 100, you get 330 back. So what do you think?
I'm pulling for Cleveland, only because I'm not a Warriors fan.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm just putting it out there.
Because you're from LA, and LA, they don't like Northern California.
Nope.
I'm just kidding. No,
don't.
Actually don't, okay.
Yeah, really don't.
Especially when they move to San Fran next year.
I honestly believe that the path that the Cavs have had to take, they just seem much more hungrier.
Yeah.
And they seem to, because let's face it, virtually since the All-Star break, everything was the Cavs aren't going to be able to do it. They may not win the East. They're not going to win the East.
They didn't get the number one seed.
Didn't get the number one seed. This is going to be a tough road. They lost one game.
Yep.
Okay. And for the Warriors, they haven't lost at all.
Right.
So you have basically two teams that are going in there. One's 12-1 and one is 12-0.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like to see Cleveland win. I think for some reason, I think the Warriors are going to pull it out probably in 7.
I could see it going 7 as well. I'm actually going to root for the Cavs this year. I did not root for them last year, but
and Brett recalls
I
that.
just kind of feel like something's gonna change. It's gonna be good.
Brett Price was a true believer last year.
Yep.
And he saw it coming.
I took him in Game 7.
He kept with it, and more power to him. And they actually pulled that rascal off last year.
Hey, so before we go, what do you think of my shirt?
I think it's excellent.
JulioJones.com. This is Julio Jones.
That's his.
This is his line.
That's his line.
I really dig his clothes in there, and I was checking it out the other day, and I was like, "There's some good stuff." Man.
Well done, Julio. We are actually going to be off next week.
Yep.
There'll be a best of show, but join us the following week. It'll be June 12th for another installment of Southern Nevada News, come to you from Worldwide Digital Broadcasting TV.com. Have a great week.
God bless.
Thank you.